Oh yeah, I was so stoked. I had a pea shaved in the back of my head for that season.
Hey, it's Hank. Bring up the 93 Philadelphia Phillies at Lombardi's Prime Meats on Packer Avenue, and you'll spark conversation, no doubt. They've been cutting, dressing, and selling prime meats in the shadow of the city ballparks forever. Bring up Darren Daulton, and my take is you'll get baseball, but your takeaway will be the intangibles. Daulton loved this town, and the feeling was mutual.
Charisma, I think the guy had what it takes here. It was fun, you know, to watch him play and the way he acted. You know, it was fun.
I got pork chops for you too.
Vince Lombardi, real name is Cutting Pork Chops, so he's too busy to tell me the story about his sister sneaking into the vet to snag Darren Daulton souvenirs, but his son, Vince Jr., he's happy to come clean.
She snuck in the vet, snuck on the field, and went in the dugout. She grabbed his batting gloves and his jersey, snuck back outside. We still have the gloves to this day. Every time I think of Darren Daulton, I think of that story.
The rain slows things down at Lombardi's enough to chat a little. Was Daulton a great ball player? Sure, but Phillies had some of those. What made him different? Leadership is one thing.
I mean, they were all good players, but, you know, to really mesh them together, I think that's what Dutch was really known for, was pulling that team together and really getting them to, you know, unify as a team and work together.
Charisma is another, but Vince Sr. mentioned that. The Dutch Daulton difference seems to be love. He got his share, but he gave plenty as well.
I think what has to happen is you have to do it on the field, but then off the field, you have to have some time after you played or managed. You got to make this place part of your home.
Today's right in Anthony Gargano's wheelhouse. The 97.5 The Fanatic morning host has been eulogizing Dutch for hours. He saw Daulton plenty, and one thing he knows is that the old catcher didn't big-time people.
And he would be around town, and you know, oh, Dutch guy, he's got 10 minutes for you to talk about the 93 Phillies. And you know what's funny? Every time he talked about the 93 Phillies and people asked him questions, it was like the first time he ever did it. And that, to me, is the...
You never got tired of it.
Exactly.
How about that?
That's the true beauty of it.
You'll read and see things about Darren Daulton, and we can all take a lesson. Pro athletes, maybe embrace your town a little. Many of you do. Gargano mentioned Joel Embiid as a good example. The rest of us can remember it's a unique challenge to be a pro in Philly. So as the Beatles put it, the love you take is equal to the love you make. I'm Hank, and that's my take.